This is The Grip by The Plenteous Life. I can't afford it, and that's why you never will. Welcome back to The Grip. I'm Becky Henderson, founder and principal coach of The Plenteous Life. Do you have the financial means right now to pursue everything that truly matters to you? Or are you bumping up against financial limitations, otherwise known as scarcity? Whether it's struggling to make ends meet, feeling constrained in your business, or shelving a dream because it seems out of reach. Many innovator leaders unknowingly fall into a financial trap. They base decisions on what they can afford. It's quite reasonable and completely irresponsible. When you operate from affordability, you resign yourself to what you've created already, rather than embark on creating something new. Today in The Grip, we're showing you a new possibility for your relationship with money, one that frees you from the limits of affordability and reclaims true responsibility. Let's dive in. Affording versus creating. Here's a familiar scenario. You identify something you desire, whether it's hiring a key team member, buying a home in your ideal neighborhood, investing in advanced training, or making a bold career move, only to shut yourself down with a single thought. I can't afford it. Sound familiar? What was the last thing you wanted but decided was financially out of reach? And more importantly, why did you decide you couldn't afford it? Most people blame their bank account. They call it fiscal responsibility. The logic goes like this. I want X. I don't have the money for X. Debt is foolish. I will live within my means. Since I can't afford X, I won't pursue it. Reasonable? Yes. And completely disempowering. Here's the irony. In the name of financial responsibility, you abdicate responsibility for creating what you truly want. Who determines how much money you have? Who defines the means you choose to live within? You do. Affordability keeps your attention locked on what you've already created. It's like rearranging your office furniture. Things look different, but nothing truly changes. You have another choice. If the life you desire is outside the means you've created so far, create more means. The key isn't ignoring reality, it's owning that you created the reality you are in right now. And once you take responsibility for that, you gain the power to change it. See, you're not stuck with current reality. You can create new reality, creating what you can't afford. When I first learned of my coach and his $50,000 annual fee, I nearly fell out of my chair. It was more money than my salary at the time, and I knew working with him could revolutionize my life. Two stories hit me like a freight train. One, that's a lot of money. Two, I don't have that kind of money. These disempowered stories have suffocated more ambitions than any real financial constraint ever could. Maybe you can relate. But here are the two questions that set me free. One, how much longer am I willing for $50,000 to be a lot of money for me? And two, who do I need to be to create the money? The first answer was immediate. Not one more minute. I saw that a lot was a story I'd made up about money that stopped me from going after what I wanted, and I was done with that. The second question required deeper work. I listed out every way of being that could help me create $50,000 quickly while maintaining integrity. And trust me, be an awesome bank robber crossed my mind, but I left it off the list. Then I looked at my list and asked, what's the one thing on here I am most resistant to being? See, that's the game-changing question, because it shines a spotlight on the quality most likely to help me create in a whole new way. In this case, how I create money. The answer was clear. For me, it was be willing to ask for help. Asking for help goes against every fiber of my default being. especially with money. My favorite phrase from the age of 2 has been, I do it myself. And I'm not going to lie, I am still bent toward that. However, I'm no longer stuck in it. I chose to be the person who asks for help, and that changed everything. By being who I had never been before, I created what I had never created before. This is how the impossible becomes possible. I couldn't afford to work with my coach, so I created the money instead. See the difference? What's something you deeply desire but have told yourself you can't afford? Is it investing in your growth, relocating to a place that inspires you, starting your own business, or finally making the leap to do what you love? The kindest truth I can give you is this: what's missing isn't the money, it's your commitment to create it. That's it. The moment you make a sincere commitment, you'll find a way to get it done. That's the power of responsibility. You can live within what you can afford, or you can create what you truly want. Which will you choose? Keep creating. This has been another issue of The Grip. From all of us at The Plenteous Life, may you prosper in every way.